The fight is won or lost, far away from witnesses, behind the lines, in the gym, and out there on the road, long before I dance under those lights. Those words came from Muhammad Ali, and he wasn't talking about boxing. He was talking about truth, because there's a brutal reality that most people don't want to face. The battle isn't won when the world is watching. The battle is won when no one's watching, when it's just you, your demons, and your discipline. If you think the spotlight is what makes a warrior, you're chasing smoke. The spotlight only reveals what was built in the dark. It's not the moment in front of the camera that matters. It's the hundreds of hours behind closed doors when you had every reason to quit and chose to grind instead. This world loves the performance, the trophy, the celebration, but the work, the long, lonely work, that's where the fight is won. That's where the weak are broken and the strong are made. Success isn't something you stumble into. It's earned rep by rep, hour by hour, in silence. No fans, no applause, no shortcuts. You win the fight on the early mornings when the bed feels like heaven, but you drag yourself out anyway. You win the fight on the nights when your legs are burning and your lungs are screaming, but you take one more step. You win the fight when you study, train, and sacrifice, not because anyone's watching, but because you said you would. People want the reward. Few want the process. Fewer still are willing to do the work when no one sees it. But that's the difference between a contender and a pretender. Pretenders show up when the lights are on. Contenders live in the dark. They build in the dark. They don't just prepare for the fight, they become the fight. There are no cameras in your struggle, no music playing when your knees hit the floor, no crowd screaming when you get back up. But that silence, that solitude, that's sacred ground. That's where greatness is forged. You think champions are born in the ring? No. The ring is just where the results show up. The real war is fought in the quiet hours, when you could rest, but you choose to rise. When your body begs to stop, but your heart says, keep going. When doubt creeps in, but you stare it down and keep building anyway. Think about it. The soldier doesn't wait for battle to sharpen his blade. The warrior doesn't wait for applause to start training. They know the enemy is coming. They prepare when it's inconvenient. They sacrifice when it's unseen. Because when the moment comes, they're ready. You're not preparing for comfort. You're preparing for confrontation with life, with fear, with failure. And you don't conquer those things by hoping. They don't care about your hope. You conquer them with work, hard, thankless, unseen work. If you're serious about your fight, whatever that means for you, then understand this. Most of your victories will never be celebrated. You won't get a round of applause for choosing discipline over distraction. No one will throw a parade because you trained while they slept. But that's exactly what makes it powerful. That's what separates the driven from the drifting, the real ones from the noise. You want to be undeniable? Then train like your life depends on it, because one day it might. One day, everything will come down to how you spent your quiet hours. Did you scroll or did you sharpen? Did you party or did you prepare? Did you wait to be inspired or did you train regardless? That's the real scoreboard, the one no one sees, the one that matters most. Some people are addicted to motivation. Others are addicted to mastery. The first group watches the fight. The second group wins it long before the bell rings. You don't need a witness to validate your effort. You don't need a cheerleader to justify your grind. All you need is a reason, a standard, a hunger that doesn't care about attention, it only cares about execution. You want to be elite? Then act like it when no one's looking. Train like it when it's not fun. Think like it when the world tells you to be average, because that's where greatness lives, not in performance, but in preparation. The fight isn't just physical, it's mental, it's emotional. It's about showing up every day when your mind says, "You've done enough." It's about doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like it. Because that moment right there is where the fight is won. Every drop of sweat, every rep you don't skip, every time you lace up, even when no one's watching, you are winning something most people will never understand. And you'll carry that with you into the arena, into the job interview, the exam, the business pitch, the battlefield of your life. The world will only see the outcome, the win, the achievement. But you will know. You'll know what it cost. You'll know how many lonely nights and silent mornings it took. You'll know how many battles you won when no one saw it. And when you stand there, ready, focused, calm, they'll think it was talent. They'll think it was luck. They'll never understand the fight you already won, long before this day ever came. So train when it's boring, show up when it's hard, stay sharp when there's no deadline. And remember, the fight is not won on stage, it is won far away from witnesses. Earn your strength in silence, then let the world feel it in volume.